Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Dear Dr. Becky channel. I am so glad to have you with me today, and I'm very excited to talk to you about this new tool. It is a powerful tool that is designed to do several things. It can help you release emotions, it can help you rethink about things differently, and most of all, it can help you to ultimately feel better by eliminating negative emotions. You probably are aware that it's pretty normal to think about our thoughts, to filter them, to spend some time on those thoughts and those emotions. And sometimes they go away on their own. But once in a while, they just tend to ruminate in our head, like on spin cycle over and over again. And with those thoughts are some very negative emotions that we get stuck in, and it's hard to move past them. So, this technique is designed to help you do just that. Another wonderful part of this particular technique is that it helps us to be able to have our thoughts without judgment. There are three basic steps. Are you ready to get started? Let me tell you how it works. The first step is we're going to practice it by just taking a mindful minute. So I need you right now to go grab a pen and paper, put me on pause for a second if you need to, and come right back. Now, I want you to set a timer for 1 minute. And during this 1 minute, you're going to put your pen on the paper and you're going to write without stopping. That is the key. You cannot take your pen off the paper, but you have to write whatever comes to your mind, no matter what it is. No filtering. It doesn't have to make any sense, and it doesn't even have to be nice. You just have to keep writing for 1 minute. And for this particular minute, we're going to write about anything that comes to your mind. Are you ready? Get set, go. Great job. Now tell me, I am so curious, how did it feel just to write and release without worrying about what you said? How did that feel? I think it can feel very liberating. Now, on the other hand, if you struggled with doing it and you found yourself stopping and pausing, trying to figure out what to write, you might want to practice again. So I want you to pause this video and do the same thing for 1 more minute. And remember, any thought that comes to your mind, you're just going to write it down. In step two, we're simply going to increase our time to 2 minutes. This is something you can practice for quite some time until you get really confident in just being able to release whatever comes to your mind. If you're ready, start now. Pause, make sure you've got that timer on for 2 minutes. Write down anything that comes to your mind without judgment. No, after you've practiced this a couple times and you're feeling emotionally ready to tackle something a little bit more difficult, you are ready for the next step. But give yourself some time if you're not ready yet, because the next step involves writing down and thinking about an event that might be a little difficult, that might be stressful or traumatic. Maybe it's something that's just been hanging in there for a long time and you're ready to understand it. You want to explore it more. I have found this to be very, very impactful for many of my clients in different ways, even those that are struggling with what to say to their partner about a particular situation, or maybe something that somebody did to them and they were really feeling hurt about it and just needed to express all of their feelings and their thoughts about how they were hurt. Now, if you're not ready to do this, that's okay. Take some time and tackle a situation that maybe isn't as emotionally impactful. It can be something much simpler, like parenting, for example, or something work related. Whatever you choose, do the exact same steps as previously until you're ready to hit this more difficult emotional task. All right, set that timer for 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes. And frankly, if you need more time and you're still writing at the end, then just keep on writing. It is just such an amazing release to be able to get everything out. So don't stop until you're ready. Now you've done it. You've expressed yourself fully on paper. How's it feel? I imagine it might have been a little bit hard. You may be feeling very emotional right now. You might even be crying. So I want you to take a moment and take a deep breath with me. And just enjoy the fact that is all out. And take another deep breath with me. And give yourself gratitude for the strength that it took for you to do that. It's a really difficult step, and you did it. It's common to feel a wide range of emotions right now. You might feel sad, angry, frustrated. You might feel joyous or liberated because you expressed what you needed to say. One of the most powerful things that happens after this, I really want you to pay attention, is how perhaps you now have greater clarity. You now have greater understanding. You maybe understand yourself better, another person better, or maybe the situation better. Or maybe you have the ability to let go and move on and accept, or maybe even forgive another person. Maybe you just have direction and know the steps that you need to take next. That is the power of this tool. It can help provide you guidance for your next step or simply being able to let go and move forward. Now, this doesn't happen just overnight, so pay attention over the next week. At first, you might feel a little heavy, a little worn out, emotionally exhausted, but my hope is that you will start to feel a little bit lighter and again gain greater clarity as you move through the week. However, if this brought up so many more emotions and you find yourself continuing to struggle, don't forget that you can do a couple different things. One is you can try the exercise again. You can talk to somebody about it that you trust, or you can reach out to a professional mental health therapist to work through it. Your mental well being is so important. Most of my clients find that as they go through the next weeks, they feel lightened. It's like this heavy burden has been lifted off their shoulders, that they are no longer weighted down. And now they feel like this balloon full of helium and they're just floating in the air. It's an amazing, liberating feeling. Now, there is one other important piece of information after you finish doing this writing, especially when you're writing about things that are very difficult. They're very personal. And in order to be able to maintain that personal space, we want to keep it private, right? And the other thing is, we're just trying to release it. So, releasing it on paper is one way. But then I love to have what I call a cleansing ceremony. And that is when you get rid of that paper that you wrote on. We can do that many different ways. We can burn it safely, right? Or we can flush it down the toilet, or we can shred it. I think you get the picture. I hope this tool helps you. And remember, it's a tool you can use later for other things. And thank you so much for joining me today. If this is helpful for you, don't forget to watch another video. I've got lots of tools to help you to continue to lighten that load. Don't forget to hit subscribe